Alright. Now that y'all can hear me typing, it's time to get this show on the road. With the sound test 1, 2, 3. How can you hear me? Because you know it's go time for bro time and the 200 show time, right? Try that again, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by while I reset my cameras as I usually do at the start of my show, because webcams, I mean, after a blooper that we just had on the official advertised stream for our 200th episode, why wouldn't you have a blooper? Of course you need to have a blooper. It's live. You know what I'm saying? Now I can say I had a blooper at the beginning of my 200th episode. It's going to be a moment I remember for all of time. What's this we have going on here, though? What is this? What's this? There's magic in the air. What's this? Oh, this rocks. Welcome back to our 200th episode. I am the Bro Gamer, and I am interviewing today the members of Pixel Juice, Sam and Luke. We're missing the third of the trio, so we're not going to blow that member's name out the water just yet. We're going to hit him back on an interview later on, dedicated. But what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, for our 200th episode is a new type of series I want to try to start doing, which is interviewing upcoming and really cool YouTubers, essentially, or other types of streamers. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to place a Skype call here to Pixel Juice. Come in, Sam. Bro Gamer to Pixel Juice. Come in, Pixel Juice.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey Sam, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good man. You how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties this morning, of course, live shows.
Oh yeah, of course. As soon as you're about to stream, I put my own special guest in as well.
Did you?
Yeah, Luke himself from you might know it, Pixel Juice.
Yeah. We did get the both of you. Fantastic. Yeah, there was a little bit of a who's going to be able to make it with this short notice thing, but I'm really glad to at least get 2 of the 3 of the guys.
Yeah, no, the other guy's useless.
Yeah, he's rubbish. we're gonna end up killing him off.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Rob. Yeah, exactly. We're
Yeah,
gonna write him out.
in our 200th episode, we're just gonna kill Jordan off in like a cliffhanger kind of
A
special.
sacrificial event.
Yeah, like a cult kind of thing. Anyway, we're spoiling it.
Will Jordan come back for season 2? Find out next time on.
Spoilers, no, he won't. He won't. He's
Guys,
fine.
you're outstandingly funny. I have to say that. I've been watching you since the start of your channel.
Thank you, man.
And,
Good.
Honestly, too. I mean, like, I'm one of those creators who really likes to dive into somebody's channel. Basically, I take every Tuesday and Sunday to do my creator catch-up, I call it, where I catch up with my fellow tubers and see what they're up to. And like, you're putting me to shame in the humor category. You guys are crushing me in the humor category. How do you come up with what you guys come up with?
Most of it's off the top of our head, to be honest.
Yeah,
Is it?
most of
Yeah.
it's I guess most of it's just kind of messing around. But we're kind of old friends as well, so we kind of all have a kind of similar sense of humor and a kind of similar idea of what we want to do. I think with each thing. But
Right.
yeah, Luke says a lot of it's messing around, making stuff up as we go along. But also, we do put a lot of planning in as well. So you get a good mix, I think, of spontaneity and kind of planning. But a lot of the shit obviously we cut out. So you don't
Yeah.
see the bits where we're just kind of, we've obviously got one outtake video up, but
Yeah,
a lot of the
yeah.
time we do mess up, or we are boring. Like if you were to sit here watching us record live,
Yeah.
it'd be dull.
Hours of dullness. And,
There's a lot of pressure on us live guys to be entertaining at all times, and that definitely doesn't happen on my stream. I get zoned out into the game or zoned out doing something
Yes,
else,
yeah.
talking to viewers, and then all people see is
I don't know how you do it live
no,
because
we haven't done anything live
no
yet, and
no, this is I was on PNG's podcast in December, but this is the second thing I've ever done kind of live. So
well, and that's your niche. I mean, you guys have such awesome videos. I mean, a lot of people try the quick cut and just leaving in all the positivity, but you guys have something different. Like your impromptu sort of nature shows in your videos, and that it's a real environment and it's real people interacting, and I think you sort of give your viewers a feeling that they just want to be your friend, to be honest. I mean, you guys are so funny and you seem like you get along and just know each other so well.
think about it. Yeah, I think that's what we want to go for. It's like the whole thing from the start. Like having the camera where it is, and that kind of point on the table is to make you trying to make you feel like included in the conversation and that kind of thing. And
Like you're sitting in the chair next to you guys. Yeah, it's great.
yeah, and
you're one of the guys basically. and
Yeah,
talking to you.
like if you're unfortunate to have losers like us as your friends, you'd be around having a cheap Thatcher's Gold or something, lager or a cider with us. And I'm really glad. We've from the beginning really. We've been going since the end of November really, and it's like really nice that comes across. Like you kind of letting us know that it's working.
As,
you know?
as,
Good to
as a
get feedback.
YouTuber
Yeah.
who's sort of taken off on, if you guys can see me, which I don't think you can at the moment, but I'm doing sort of maybe
I
like
can now,
a 30-degree angle up is how I sort of took off. You guys went straight up like a fucking rocket, I gotta say. Like,
Yeah, it's been quite mad. Like when we started, we assumed that we wouldn't get any subscribers. Like, I guess anyone who starts off, you just kind of assume that no one's going to bother watching.
There's always that worry, isn't there, that my videos won't be popular.
In the back of your head,
content.
yeah.
Yeah, and we never assumed anyone would. But it's been we wouldn't have thought people had been so supportive really, and kind of have really enjoyed what we've done, and
It's all those death threats we've been sending out, I think.
yeah, we like threatening people to watch, and it works. It works. It's a proven method.
Yeah. Kidnapping, death threats, the usual stuff.
Yeah.
The usual.
The terrorizer train, as it's called in these days and in this age that we're in.
That's it. Yeah.
The Holocaust of Terror.
It's getting deep, isn't it, for us?
Crazy
It
mixed up
is,
one.
yeah.
Morning
it's-
stream.
what can I
But
say?
yeah, like we've kind of messed around with a few different types of videos, obviously, over the course of the sort of I guess it's 16 now. I think that we've got up.
Yeah, I think 16 videos.
Yeah, you're coming up
Yeah.
to episode 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
We'll have to do something.
Some lackluster special, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We,
Your Rogue One review was hilarious. If you guys did that every time you stopped a movie, man, I would call you guys the new Eberts for sure.
Do you have a video that you like a favorite video.
I love your outtake video.
Oh, cool.
Because you think that you guys are funny when you're being serious, but man,
Yeah.
that outtake video is outstanding. Honestly, that's my favorite.
Thank you.
I may have retweeted it a few times now.
Good.
It's really helpful for, like, you know, it's really cool to speak to you. Obviously, this is like, we speak to people on Twitter quite a bit, but it's really good to speak to, you know, not face to face, obviously, because you can't see our face, but faces, not one
I don't know if you
one
want it to
merged
be.
person.
Well,
But,
it's PJ friendly. This way that you can be interviewed while in whatever frame you're in.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
completely naked right now, so it's probably not a
Exactly.
good idea.
Whatever you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? No, but
Yeah.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, no, it's really good. It's just really good to kind of, you know, speak to you. Obviously, we've kind of talked on Twitter a few times and whatever else and shared each other's stuff and whatever. But yeah, no, it's really good to actually talk to you properly.
Yes, definitely, and allow me to properly introduce myself, gentlemen. My name is Joshua. I'm from Canada, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, and
Pleasure. Always a pleasure.
and with obviously Sam and Luke, we're from England, the south of England, a little
Little
in the
rural-
countryside,
Oh, beautiful.
pretty much. Yeah.
I was in Manchester about a year ago playing paintball for Shoreline Paintball. That was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. We were, funny enough, years ago, the first time and only time I've done a paintball game.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Luke's who's here. It's his birthday.
Oh yeah.
Back
I
when you were, like, I
remember.
don't know, 16 or something.
Yeah, I was bruised.
Yeah,
Very
it's
bruised.
like it nearly broke my thumb.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
lost though, quite badly.
Yeah, yeah.
Those maps were insane. Thorn bushes everywhere, real trenches everywhere, World War One bunkers or two bunkers everywhere. I'm just like,
Do you paintball a lot then? Do you? Is that-
I retired from paintball about 2 years ago. To be honest,
Right.
I got really aggressive, and I've sort of adopted this really sort of peaceful mind frame as of late, and I want to get out there and help people, and that's why. I like to send, like, for instance, I'm telling all the viewers now that I like to send our interview questions in advance, so there's no surprises. I'm not that kind of shock interview style kind of guy. I want to be the promotion style YouTube guy. Like, Jimmy Kimmel is a huge inspiration of mine, and if you notice
Yep.
on his show, he doesn't use any negative whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that's a big inspiration to me. You know, and you guys showing you're just totally positive the whole time, even while you're ripping on each other. That's the kind of friendship I think a lot of people, especially people who are watching videos on social media and stuff like that, are maybe longing for. And if we can give them a piece of that and just
Yeah.
show them that if you're willing to put up with somebody's bullshit instead of maybe snapping on them right away, you can find that friendship yourself.
Yeah, I think like that's quite interesting actually that you're saying it's all kind of positive because obviously we do have kind of self-deprecating humor in there, you know,
Yeah.
because we used to make sketches years ago and it's always been the same kind of humor. Kind of taking the mick out yourself a bit really and not take yourself too seriously, and that's why we try and keep that in, you know, where we can. But yeah, I think we don't want to go into it as well. Just like yourself, we don't want to be too negative or kind of really just like expose people.
Yeah.
Oh God, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, what's the point? It's like,
It takes you away from our
Like, I'm
videos,
fairly
I think.
sure that person
Yeah.
has exposed themselves at this point, and you're just sort of playing off. I just never want to go down that road, you know what I mean? But
Yes,
I have a list of 6 questions here, and I think you've seen them. And
Yep.
I was wondering if I could ask them to you, gentlemen.
yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Sure.
So, Sam and Luke, what made you personally start YouTubing?
Luke, do you want to go first?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've been making videos for years now, like you said before. It's kind of the way we wanted to do it was we wanted to entertain people,
Mhm.
and getting into YouTube is obviously the best medium for that, really.
Yeah.
And, yeah, like we just wanted to get our videos out there, get our sense of humor out there, and just generally entertain people.
Right?
Yeah, I think because like Luke said, we've been making films for a long time, and you know we've kind of worked in professionally as well. And when we used to make them, you know, it was all kind of cheap sketches, and it was before YouTube even existed. It was
Yeah.
you know before 2005,
Okay, yeah.
whatever. And then we've always been friends through that time, but then to stop making videos because you know life gets in the way, and we always wanted to make YouTube, you know, videos for YouTube again, but just never got around to it. And so we put some planning in, obviously, and then we started Pixel Juice up as a kind of, we want to do some more sketches and things like that, but at the same time, we wanted to be able to just talk about things that, you know, we enjoy, you know, like
That we
films
love.
and games. Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, the main thing we want to do is just to make people laugh, really. Even if, and as we said in one of our videos, even if that's just you taking the piss out of us, then at least then you're still getting a chuckle.
Yeah, at least
We're
we
all-
get the response we want.
I can tell you that, you know what, you gentlemen are making people laugh, like definitively.
Thank you.
Canada's
That's
on
good.
fire with British laughter right now.
Good.
And you know what? That's honest. Like I said, I'm not a sponsored YouTuber. I'm totally self-funded. The studio's funded by myself.
Yep.
So I really take interest in the people that I choose to, and I think that's important about YouTube. I mean, it's YouTube, and you guys are really striking personal chords, and I think that's why I wanted to showcase you guys today on my 200th episode. Is you guys are what I aspire to be. Without getting too choked up, you guys are just straight nailing it, and thank you, because I think you've corrected a course that maybe I was going down, made the wrong path myself, just seeing you guys do your channel. So thank you.
No, I thank you, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, it's really
does.
nice to hear that. Is exactly what we wanted from it.
Yeah, we just wanted to people to enjoy it, and it's really nice that, again, flowering, because we don't know how to handle all those kind of things really. We've had loads of people come to us and sort of give really good feedback and say really lovely stuff, and yeah, and with our kind of self-deprecating humor in the way we are, we can only really take the piss out of ourselves and be negative about
Yeah,
ourselves. So like, it's nice that before we put anything out, it's always like we just assume that
Yeah.
that'll be the one that we're like, you're exposed, you're crap, or whatever. So
Someone's going to have negative feedback.
I had
Yeah.
a deleted episode myself. I found myself in a negative rant on, I think it might have been Tuesday's episode or Wednesday's episode.
Oh, really?
Episode. Yeah, I actually, I deleted it. I decided, it's better to lose the episode than keep it in there.
yeah, I guess you don't want to talk about what it's about, or
Well, I basically ranted about the battle pack system in Battlefield 1 and how it costs
yeah,
its money
yeah.
and stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
talking about it because I think my co-host is still putting the video up, but that's fine. I said he could. I just personally just didn't want to keep it in there. I mean, I stand by the company who created the game, like wholeheartedly. Without
I guess you
being
didn't
sponsored.
want the negativity on your channel, or
Well, that, and I get having to charge money for things in game because in this age everything costs so much friggin' money that to produce a game
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
But then you don't want to create the political structure where you could have a fight on your channel if you want to be a positive guy, right? So I
yeah,
figured
it's true.
avoid the whole thing, avoid the army of trolls coming, and just
What's interesting is obviously negative stuff always brings people in more than positive a lot of the time. I think that's why a lot of people do it, and
Yeah.
I guess for proof of that, you've got to look at all the videos that came up around Rogue One. It's like, why Rogue One actually sucks. It's like, well, it
Yeah.
doesn't suck. It doesn't. And in the video at the end, you even say, it's not actually bad at all. I really like it. You've just
Yeah.
done it as a cheap clickbait.
People are going to watch that.
Yeah.
And without spoiling anything, of course, because I know both of us has dedicated our channels not to spoil. I just need to say to somebody who's finally seen the movie, because all my friends still haven't seen the movie. I can't inspire them
really?
to see it. They're on this like,
I-
we're old
how
Star
have
Wars
they not
fans.
seen
We're
it?
old.
Yeah.
They're
it's worth it.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
One of the
why,
biggest
because
films.
that final
Yeah.
scene, and I'm not going to say anything other than that, but
Oh,
that final scene.
yeah.
my favourite
Oh.
scene. of the film.
I think Luke creamed his blow in the
I
cinema
did,
at that point.
I creamed
Yeah.
everything in
Yeah.
the cinema.
Yeah. Yeah, I left my mind in the theater. It's still there right now. I'm still sort
Yeah.
of
No, it's
abstracted.
amazing.
But so that brings me sort of to my second question is you guys were saying that you guys are friends from way back. And what sort of brought you originally together? Was it school?
Well, Jordan and I are really old friends. I mean, to the point where we were probably 5 or something.
Okay.
I think our parents knew each other and we still know
Right,
each other.
okay.
And so we were making making sketches under a different name years ago, together with a couple of different friends. And then, we kept doing it, and I went off to college and did kind of TV and film production, of course, in that. And that's where I met Luke as well.
Okay.
Greatest moment of your life.
Yeah. And yeah, that's we started making stuff as part of the course, didn't we? And
we kind of branched out and made our own stuff. And
and kept making sketches and little like short film stuff outside of that, and then Luke met Jordan through me basically, and through that, and so yeah, that's kind of where it started. I guess that was probably I met Luke in 2006 or 7.
Okay.
Probably.
I know.
So yeah, we've known each other for more than a decade.
Right.
So quite a while.
Yeah, that's a solid partnership, gentlemen. I mean, that's the sort of entourage lifestyle where they go way back and they're all coming up together kind of thing. And I mean, really in this world, I mean, I think all of us are broaching the big 3-0 or close to it or after it in some cases. And
yeah, Luke's closer than Jordan and I, so
I'm at least 4 years away, I think.
Yeah, Luke's a little bit closer to that milestone, that depressing milestone.
I'm staying 26 for the rest of my life. So.
I made the same agreement. I think somebody turned me into a vampire without knowing, but I'm not complaining really. But I mean, that just goes to show that we're obviously knowing of the people we're surrounded by, knowing of the society we're in, and choosing to be a positive inspiration and bringing some joy to our fellow people. So
yeah, I think what helped us as well, I think, isn't just kind of us three. Originally we made these kind of things, like, you know, little films, whatever, with a bunch of us, and we were surrounded by people who wanted to be involved, you know. And I think back then as well, we just didn't really care what we made. It was all kind of, you know,
it was more fun than anything.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, you can see kind of how it was put together and stuff. So, you know, we were learning all the time, but people just wanted to get involved because I think, you know, some of it was quite dark, quite dark comedy.
Right.
And people, I think, you know, just wanted to be part of it, and they didn't. So it was all the other people involved as well that kind of helped us kind of, I guess, retain that over that like 10 years. You know, that kind of want to make the YouTube channel.
More than anything,
yeah.
I think, but...
And yeah.
Are you guys going to bring any of that old content to your channel once you get world famous?
We're thinking about doing it just for like cheap specials and stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it's more R-rated than anything else.
No, it's just like some of it's funny because it's so badly made and stuff. I think we'll put little bits and pieces. You know, there's a few memes in there or something. You know, it's
teasers here.
But you probably don't want to see any of it in its entirety, I would have thought, because it's shit.
So I'll move our questions along to number 3.
Yep.
And who is your favorite entertainer, or, for lack of a better word, inspiration for performance? Like, who do you sort of? Is it yourself? Is it somebody else?
You know us so well.
Some people do have themselves as inspiration.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Luke, do you wanna...
So, I would guess my inspiration for my performance would be the kind of like Ricky Gervais sort of character, you know, like said, self-deprecating. Like, he plays on himself a little bit more than anything else. But then a lot of your typical English humour is like that, and it's very retrospective, into yourself. It's
kind of cynical.
More than anything. And I think that it works well with our sort of humour and our sort of videos, and we play off each other like that.
Yeah.
And
so we're a fan of those kind of British comedy nowadays. Isn't brilliant, a lot of it, like on TV at least, you know. For me personally, growing up, you know, Ricky Gervais is a good one. On YouTube, I mean, everyone says it, but obviously Angry Video Game Nerd is one of the first. We were making sketches at that point, and uploaded them to kind of social media, but like Bebo.
Okay.
If any of you remember that one. But
Bebo, God.
he was doing those kind of, he was doing those kind of videos at the time, and you know, so that was cool. But nowadays, like, I watch a lot of Jim Sterling as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to love the old Filthy Frank and iDubbbz, and
definitely.
I think like you get a lot of inspiration from a lot of different people, and like I feel like we've almost kind of absorbed elements from a lot of them, and just kind of used bits and pieces. But obviously, like, we'd never get as like filthy as old Filthy Frank. But that kind of sort of sense of humor, that kind of dark sketches, we'll put those, you know, we'll pepper those things through, like in that being strangled by Santa Claus, like garroted with a bit of tinsel or whatever, you know. So but at the same time, we want to retain, like I said, that positivity, or at least that kind of approachability with the channel, so it's not completely weird and over the top. So yeah, you know, again, the cynicalness and kind of piss take from Jim Sterling. And
I would say another one would be like Angry Joe and people like that. Just their sort of brunt humour more than anything.
Yeah, the very sort of blunt, like the blunt force trauma of the comedy department. The people who are really in your face about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's I think it is a balance. I think, you know, because there's 3 of us as well. I think each of us watch different YouTubers or different TV shows or different comedians or whatever. So and we're all quite even though we're good friends and we're quite similar in some ways, similar opinions on some things, we also have like obviously very varied opinions and different ways of looking at situations or YouTubers or things that are happening in the community or whatever.
Well, and again, it shows in your ensemble cast. I mean, you guys play off each other so well that you can see the different sort of influences you each have, bringing it onto that table that you film around, or the theater that you're in for Rogue One, for instance. I mean, the throwing the popcorn, for instance.
Well, yeah, Luke. Again, the reason that was in the outtakes video is because it wasn't planned. Luke just did it, and
I tend to be a bit spontaneous with those sort of things.
How many kernels did you catch in your mouth on that scene?
2, I think.
Really?
Okay. Yeah,
wow.
barely any.
I didn't actually eat any, I don't think.
No, it made a bit of a mess as well when the whole bloody box was poured in your face.
They're like, please film here again.
Yeah.
Seems to be a running theme. Myself.
Yeah, it's kind of like figured that out over the course of the videos. Obviously, you haven't done all that many, but we are kind of settling into those roles. If you kind of watch them, I kind of feel like Luke's more of a kind of a practical comedy in that kind of thing, like pouring popcorn over your own face, or like the thing with the party popper or whatever, like different. Oh yeah, getting a cake shoved in your face and the 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then for me, I'm kind of a character almost in some of them, like especially that 100 subscriber special. I think that's kind of probably the most obvious one where you can kind of see the kind of characters that we play almost.
Yeah.
That's like exaggerated versions because the whole thing's just like a sketch. But yeah, I think
we've sort of fallen into those roles that suit us best. I think, and I think it shows.
I think it works. So, yeah. Well,
I know a great YouTuber once said to me, that box that you fit yourself into, always keep breaking out of it, and you'll always keep getting better.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. And I think that's it. You want to try different things, and if you've got different YouTubers or TV shows or whatever, that you take inspiration from,
exactly.
it's worth messing around with that and trying different things out.
Well,
if you see.
And sorry to cut you off there, but that literally leads me to what was just on my mind, is that you guys have a production and film background, and you've chosen YouTube. Why is that?
Well, again,
I would say it's more of a creative format than anything else. You're kind of, with TV and film, you're kind of tied into what is needed from you. Whether it's YouTube, you have that creative background. You can branch, like you said, you can branch out. You've got that freedom where you can be as spontaneous as possible. You can be as creative as possible, and you can do what you want really with YouTube.
Yeah. It's definitely taken me a few months to sort of get the hang of it, whereas you guys have just boom, good shot composition, good camera right away, good audio right away.
I think that's the other reason as well, is like it's not all cheating, but it's almost like like you going into it with a background in it, like I mean, personally, I've Luke did a bit of work in television, and I've worked in TV for years, and so you just kind of absorb a lot of the kind of things you need to be looking out for, kind of ways of doing it. And obviously the filmmaking background with the editing or whatever else helps. I mean, it's all kind of really helped us put the channel together, and kind of, because even things like pacing and the way things go and how videos are formatted and that kind of thing, that's really helped with that. But yeah, YouTube for us, all three of us, we don't really watch TV. It's YouTube. You watch YouTube or you watch something on Netflix.
I'm the same
and I think
Yeah,
and I think most people are, especially a lot of young people. TV's demographics getting, again, I think it's the same in Canada and the US as well. But it's like young people are stopping watching television because
why would you watch a half-hour long documentary on something you don't want to watch?
Canal boats,
or go on YouTube and watch whatever you want. Yeah,
exactly.
And because I remember growing up as a kid and thinking, I wish there was a show about video games on. I want to see Super Mario World on here.
Exactly.
Or for that matter, Video and Arcade Top 10. Does anybody remember that show?
No.
It was a Canadian show that aired, I believe, in the late 90s, and it was based around the Super Nintendo.
Really? Like a new show and just talking about games.
And it was like, I would say, the most primitive version of the YouTube gaming show ever, where you could write in and once on the show they would give a copy of the game away that everybody was playing, and essentially on the show they would pit 4 players against each other, and whoever got furthest in the game in the show's time won a copy of the game and a brand new system.
Oh, that's cool. We had a similar. We did have a similar show that was on Sky One. They had the Games Druid, wherever he was.
Was that the one with the big like Aztec setup and stuff like that?
No, it had like he was in like he had like a hood on. He was like, if you want to beat Zelda, you have to go beyond the mountain.
I actually had a nightmare about him.
That sounds like a little bit better than ours. Damn.
Oh, yeah, trust me, it probably wasn't.
It was terrible.
But and it was always on. You know, it's one of those things. It's always on at like some ridiculously early time in the morning or stupid late at night. You know, they made it, but no one was watching it because you know they didn't see the value in making content about video games. What's interesting now is obviously that's pretty much the biggest thing on YouTube.
I think so.
Comedy, gaming, and music, whatever.
Other than vlogging and Roman Atwood and PewDiePie, literally those two guys, then I would have to say that gaming is definitively the rest of YouTube.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's a hobby a lot of people have, and they just weren't getting the content on television, so lots of young people gravitate towards. You know, especially smaller kids kind of growing up now. Obviously, YouTube was new when we were, you know, I guess in like mid to late teens or whatever.
I unfortunately remember when the internet started. I'm that old, so I remember when. But I literally got to see the evolution of YouTube, and I remember kicking myself every year up until last year when I started my channel for not starting it earlier.
Yeah, no, we've done the same thing. As I said, with all these videos, we made probably 100 of these little sketches and videos and whatever else, skits, where we used to upload them to things like Bebo. That is always, you know, then YouTube was kind of pointless uploading videos there because no one was watching them there. Everyone was on the social network you were using, which was either MySpace or, you know, when that became lame, as the kids say, when it became
barren wasteland.
When the space went away and Facebook came to be. Oh, the dark times and then, before the empire.
And then you'd like upload your videos to those services and just kind of forget YouTube. And by the time that YouTube kind of became, I guess it's only been the last 5, 6 years, 7 years. You know that. Yeah. I don't know. It's become like you can make money out of it and actually grow an audience on there properly. Yeah. But when we were doing it, it was like, you know, there was no money to be made or just no real audience on YouTube. But
I think the last time I was on YouTube, I didn't even know what to do, and I had like 800 subscribers apparently on my paintball channel. But
really?
I didn't even care about that. I was just trying to make cool videos, to be honest, and I brought that experience here with me.
Yeah, there wasn't really an incentive, was it, to kind of grow it? At the time, it was just for fun, and you know that was what it was good for us, and we made them for fun. We never made them to make money, obviously, because there wasn't anything made. But at the same time, it was like, well, all our friends and whatever are on the social network we're using, so we only really want them to see it. If other people see it, great. But you know, but now obviously the whole world's looking for new stuff. So it's really exciting. It's a really cool. I think YouTube's a great thing.
So not to like take it in a completely 180 down the wrong tracks, but what are your favorite things to do on a Wednesday night, gentlemen? Just a completely random question.
God, you don't want to know that.
You just want to go right with it.
Well, Luke's been entering a lot of dance battles recently, as you might have known.
Wednesday's my dance battle night.
I love it. What kind of dancing?
Interpretive jazz.
I love it.
Would be my format.
You know, we're you must understand this. We're very, very boring people.
Aren't we?
No.
We don't really have anything happen on a Wednesday.
Specifically, no. I mean, like, we'll try and one thing we want to try and do more frequently actually is set a day for filming videos. And actually, Wednesday, funnily enough, is one of the nights we've probably most frequently filmed on.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, you'd probably.
When it'd be Wednesdays and Thursdays normally.
Yeah, Wednesdays or Thursdays.
So don't bother the Pixel guys on Wednesdays and Thursdays, okay?
You can if you want. We're kind of lazy. We haven't done anything for a week. Which has been annoying, you know,
Hey, once your views stop teetering off, maybe put out a video. But all I can see is up, up, up for you guys.
Well, it's you know, again, like with views and stuff. Again, we're always surprised that, you know, we get okay views. Yeah.
Like you really don't know how funny you are.
No.
Do you watch your own
We
content?
don't see it. That's the thing, because obviously we record it and we shoot it and we edit it. We see it all the time.
Yeah, you get compressed with it.
Yeah. We've got our blinders on in a way.
Yeah, and I don't think we like and you know, everyone says like, oh, you know, I'm really humble or whatever. We're not necessarily humble. We just literally don't see a lot of the time, you know, we
I
finish
apologise.
recording and we go, is there fucking any reason putting that up? You know,
Yeah.
just three losers talking about nonsense with a couple of kind of lame sketches, and so actually, you know, when we're editing it, sometimes when you go into the rushes, you're going, oh, why is this going to be amusing? But you know, once it's actually built, as it were, like once you've kind of cut out all the kind of crap, at least, you know, in terms of the flow of it, I think it works. But we never watch anything back and go, oh, we're hilarious. Well done, boys, you know, or whatever.
The one video we did was the outtake video, which we did laugh quite
yeah.
hard at, because that was just us fooling about, basically.
Fucking up, yeah. So
Yeah.
that was fun. That was funny to watch,
Yeah.
but because it wasn't kind of planned stuff.
No, that was just nonsensical humour, wasn't it?
Yeah,
pretty much?
yeah.
Well, that's the
But,
best kind of video I think you can put out is your real sort of capturing your real emotion and then editing out, you know, anything that doesn't fit into your genre.
I think, you know, we definitely want to do more, like, because we did really like that video. We want to do more of those and put them up. And basically, we, you know, whenever we film a video now, we just kind of keep track of these outtakes, because we do want to kind of put more of those up, because, you know, people,
They seem to gauge well.
yeah, they seem to like them, yeah. And, you know, I think we want to do more kind of scripted comedy stuff as well.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind
Like
of going
skits
forward.
kind of
But-
thing?
Kind of, yeah. I think we want to
Okay.
take we do, you know, we don't want to poke fun at anyone in particular, but we do want to start taking the mick of stuff that's easy to parody on YouTube. You know, like some of the kind of genres or fads that come up, because some of them are ridiculous, and, you know.
Tell me about it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's an instant facepalm through the head half the day for me.
Everyone loves a glowing knife, and
Oh god, yeah.
Seriously.
and what a
Blending iPhones
setting
and
myself
stuff.
on fire at a million subscribers.
And
So,
then
you know.
flipping water bottles, of course.
Oh yes.
Everybody
yeah.
flip a water bottle.
Oh god, yeah.
Do
We've
it.
not tried that yet. We'll have to give that a go.
We'll have to have a water bottle special.
Yeah, water bottle special.
I straight refuse to flip objects with water in them, okay? Let's just say that right now. And I'm not dumping cold water on my head. I will donate money to the cause, though, okay? Don't hate me.
Oh yeah, the old
yeah.
bucket challenge, yeah.
Bucket challenges. Yeah.
I'll still donate, but I'm wearing a Versace shirt right now, and
Oh, going off.
it's dry
Some money
clean only.
I'm wearing Primark their own brand.
Primark shirt. I'm wearing J Sainsbury's. Now I don't know if you've got Sainsbury's. Have you got Sainsbury's in Canada?
I don't think so, no.
No.
I think
Sainsbury's
the
is
only truly British product we have from Britain anymore is Heinz beans.
Heinz beans.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
Yeah, I really think that's the only thing we get.
Good old reliable English beans.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you need?
our biggest, most interesting export, I'd imagine. Apart from Pixel Juice.
Other
from
than
Fox.
naval soldiers.
Yeah.
Which actually, I wanted to ask you guys: have you been able to see any of my Battlefield 1 gameplay?
Yeah, I was having a look at some more, actually, some of the newer stuff earlier on as well.
As
You wear the
English people,
you know
as-
the uniform. What kind of like rank and stuff is that?
Well, the uniform I wear is 100% a costume. It's not a service uniform, and I've taken the rank off, actually. That's
Yeah.
just glue marks you see on the right, and I can't get that off. Yeah. But I'm a level 89 in the game, so what I really wanted to make sure I didn't do in the real world was offend any current serving personnel. So that's why I wear the poppy above the
I
victory
see.
ribbon. That's why I wear, it's actually a Polish suit jacket that I've made to look like a World War I infantry jacket by getting a different battalion button for each button I have on the uniform.
Right. Yeah.
wow.
So
You
basically
can see
what
'cause
I'm
it
trying
looks
to
very
do is set it
like very accurate.
Well, and that's what I wanted to do too. And I mean, I also have this in my desk here for when that troll does come and say, "You're a Valor thief!" And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a current service British uniform that I accidentally ordered. And it came and I found out that it was real, and I refused to wear it on the air. Because even though I'm part of the Reserve Force of Canada's infantry, formally, I'm not a current service member, so I wouldn't want to offend somebody in that role, because they're under enough crap right now. They don't need me pissing them off too.
Yeah. No, you've got to be so
Understandable.
careful as well. I think, haven't you? Even if you're trying to do something that's quite, innocent, just wear the uniform. You still be careful.
Yeah,
Don't want to offend anyone at
And-
all, really.
that's why I wanted to get your guys' real-time opinion on this one question. Now, it's not what are your goals for the future yet. That is going to be my final question. I wanted to ask you guys, and because I'm going to actively stop it if so. My British accents when I'm in combat, are they offensive?
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
I don't think if you were,
It's
impersonate who you want from England, really, because
yeah. We,
most of the time, a lot of Americans think that, because I've been to America a bunch of times with work and stuff, but a lot of the time they think you're Australian before they think you're English.
Okay.
So they've got no concept of the accent anyway, I don't think. So
no.
do what you want, really, butcher it,
There's plenty of different English accents to choose from anyway. So
Yeah.
Well, I think I try to imbue a few different ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But
it's,
I try not to offend, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't offending my viewers the entire time. By doing that and yelling for the king and things like that, you know.
For the king. No. King and country boys.
That's
No,
right.
no, it's-
Jerry's gonna get a fucking good kicking. Sorry. I couldn't help
It'd be
myself.
fucking be like a jolly
good Rogering.
a jolly good
There you
beating.
go. A Rodgering.
Right.
I'm gonna use that one. Yeah.
Rogering's a good one, but it does mean
It does mean having sex with someone.
Actually, you're right. Yeah. Huh. Maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll save that one for a really good battle. But gentlemen, thank you for that. My final question is, what are your goals for the future? Are you guys thinking hopping on real TV and movies sometimes, as well as your channel? Are you looking to just produce your channel? Are you maybe going to produce independent channels in the future that sort of mix together? Like, what are you guys thinking?
Well, ultimately, I think we want to try and take Canada by force as a
Nice.
channel.
Well, you already have. I'll tell you that.
If you look closely in the videos, there's a hidden kind of code, a subliminal code, obviously. But basically slowly brainwashing people into tuning in.
All hail the Hypnotoad.
Just, no, I think like do you wanna? Have you got any?
I mean, it's just like we said earlier, making content that entertains people, and we want to kind of grow as a channel and branch out and see what it brings. Really, we have really no plans to.
We to branch out further than YouTube at the moment. Like we have a plan for what we're gonna do kind of next. Whenever or if we ever reach 500 subscribers, that's gonna be another like the 100 subscriber thing. We're gonna do another ridiculous special, try and make it as ridiculous as possible.
Everybody watching, subscribe to them right now.
Very, very hungry.
Excuse me.
We need precious revenue now. We're at about $3 or something, I think. I don't know.
Something like that.
So we need more.
Rent's coming.
So that will be like we're planning for whenever that happens, just so that we can try and do something ridiculous.
Right.
But we're getting a site built as well, which would
Very
be
cool.
nice. We want to do some kind of written stuff as well, because I think we wanted to try out loads of different things. Still, we've done a mix so far. We want to do more in the future. We probably going to change up the review structure a bit and how we do that.
Okay.
We're just learning as we go.
And learning what people like,
to be
and
honest, just gauging what people enjoy and what we like doing. Really.
yeah,
Always
I think,
evolving though, and I think that's what makes you guys some of the best upcoming YouTubers. That you are right out the gate, but you're not like, no, this is what I'm doing. What you are doing is evolving actively with what you want to do. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. Like, we want to know what people want to see from us, but at the same time, we don't want to just do what everyone says. If you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's weird
Yeah.
paradox.
Yeah.
It's,
You're doing
we do
it for you, and that makes it special.
Yeah, we don't want
Know
to
what I mean?
conform to what what.
We just don't want to. Yeah, we want to make sure. Yeah, like you say, we don't want to lose. We don't want to just jump on trends for the sake of it. Like for the glowing knife thing.
Yeah.
If just because it's popular, we're not going to suddenly make a bloody glowing knife video unless we're taking the mick out of it.
Exactly.
It's
You should
but
cut a glowing knife with a glowing knife.
that's what we're gonna do. Funny enough, like we're talking about this new series called Revenue Lab. So the idea is that we're in the lab experimenting with what makes doing research, coming across what brings in that sweet revenue.
Right.
Sweet.
And obviously one of those could be the glowing knife video or a piss take of BuzzFeed, which we all have our opinions on.
Jesus.
And one of the ideas Jordan came up with, cutting a glowing knife with a glowing knife.
Yeah.
Another idea
brilliant.
that already exists was Willet sausage,
Willet sausage.
which is annoying.
Seriously, Willet sausage? I want to watch that.
Plenty
no
of
homo,
views.
but that sounds funny as shit.
Yeah, it already exists. But yeah, we just want to carry on as we are really, and like, you know, as I say, our next thing is obviously 500 would be another big kind of milestone, so that's our next thing,
So
and
that's
beyond that,
your current immediate goal.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we'll just take it at kind of little chunks at a time really, and then the next step with it all is we do at some point we'd like to do, you know, coming from the kind of filmmaking background stuff, we kind of professional thing, we do want to do interviews with kind of game developers and bits and pieces, and try and kind of get some, you know, not kind of like hard news like, you know, like IGN or something,
right?
But just kind of be up to date with
more structured videos.
So like a relaxed interview.
Yeah, basically like retaining that sense of humor.
Yeah.
And but adding that kind of professional kind of you know, little bit to it,
right?
Little twist to it.
And do you have a preferred platform or PC? You want to yell out Xbox or PlayStation? That'd be a great time to do that.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
I actually, we've kind of between us we've got all the consoles, haven't we?
Yeah,
and I think so far, like, I prefer. None of us have a PC.
Okay.
Because we're poor and don't have enough.
Come on, Intel, get in there. Let's go.
But yeah, PS4. I recently got one of those, and actually, I prefer it in a way.
Oh yeah, I do
Xbox.
completely. I've had an Xbox One, and I've recently got a PS4. And
the new PS4s, they're really reliable systems, like, and fantastic 4K graphics. Can you beat that?
Do you mean the Pro or the Slim?
The Pro.
Pro, yeah. I haven't got that one yet, but I'm planning on getting it at some point.
I don't know if you've seen the first video we did, but we went along to that PlayStation event. We don't own.
Right.
You know, we don't own it.
Yep. Early on.
We don't own a PS Pro, but we did have. There was a demonstration, wasn't there? Like 4K demonstration at the event, and it did look. It did look pretty good.
A lot better, yeah.
I mean, they probably docked it to make it look.
Oh yeah, I guarantee they downgraded the quality of the original version and something, but
yeah,
I'm interested to get one actually.
Yeah, there's not a lot of 4K games yet. I know even on the PC, everything's up converted because of the monitor grades, but who knows? I mean, maybe we're gonna see consoles. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna just throw away what I was saying and just literally say that consoles are bridging the gap between PC right now with the 4K systems that are coming out. I mean, you can get a 4K system in Xbox, PlayStation. You know, Nintendo's got a new system coming out too.
Oh yeah, the old Switch.
Yep,
the NX.
I love how they've just dedicated themselves to the Game Boy, basically. You know, they have something good, run with it.
Apparently they're going to carry on with the 3DS though, which is bizarre.
Really?
Which is a bit weird because it's like you're selling a direct competitor almost, unless they put the price right down on the 3DS.
Unless
like
it works
$100
with the Switch in a way.
Yeah, because
it might go the same way the Vita works with the PlayStation. Obviously, the remote play and stuff like that through the.
It just seems pointless, doesn't it? It's weird. It's like, why would you buy a second device to play like downgrade? You know, the graphics aren't everything, obviously, and there's some really good games on the 3DS, but it just seems mad to own both when the Switch is
If I was the kind of guy to blow whistles, I would say, didn't you all try that with Game Boy 3D?
Yeah.
It's
or Super Scope.
Or Super Scope.
Or you guys remember the Super Scope for the SNES?
Your friend of mine,
No one bought that.
A friend of mine did like years ago. Like one person, I know one person ever had it, and it was and they had it with Duck Hunt, and didn't work. It just didn't work properly.
Yeah.
But,
well, guys, that's all the questions I have for you today. I thank you so very much for being my very first interview on my 200th episode. Sort of a series I want to keep going where I'm interviewing new and upcoming tubers like yourselves, cool individuals. And,
thank you, man. It's been really, really good. It's been really good fun.
Yeah, it's been good.
Well, and same here. It's been a pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sam and Luke from Pixel Juice. I'm going to open up my YouTube page and go to their YouTube page so you guys can all see it directly right now. And I got to do that through my Twitter. So, gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in today and being on the show.
No worries, man. Anytime.
Thank you.
Happy to come on again.
Cheers, mates.
Whenever
Have
you
a
want.
great day.
Nice. Cheers.
Bye,
mate.
So, let's take it on over to Pixel Juice's YouTube page. Hodor. And didn't I just say I had to go through Twitter? Come on, bro, gamer. What are you doing? We're scrolling down here. We got the Juice. Going through their Twitter page here. Make sure you follow them. These are some fantastically funny folks, okay? I'm telling you right now, I have been watching them since the start of their channel. They've got over 400 subscribers, okay? There we go. That's the link I want. All right. Oh, yeah. So this is Pixel Juice, ladies and gents. Okay, like I said, great funny guys. That's Sam in the middle, Luke on the left, and Jordan on the right. Okay, they've got a bunch of videos up already for only a few months. Okay, I want you guys to know they've only been at this for a few months. Okay, they've got a Resident Evil series that's off the charts funny. Watch the outtake video 100%. I'm not gonna ruin anything here for them and, you know, do that, but I want you guys to go check them out sincerely. Okay, so that is the first segment in a new series of segments where the bro is going to reach out to new and upcoming YouTubers and interview them and basically just have a nice chat and get to know each other in front of you guys, our viewers, because like I said, it is YouTube and we're always looking for something new and unique to do, and helping new YouTubers get their awesome material out there, which is the hardest thing to do, is, you know what, part of my helping others motto. I'm a Jedi after all, and helping you humans, well, hey, someone's got to step up against the dark side of the Force. Might as well be me. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our 200th episode. Sorry for the blooper earlier. You know, technical difficulties do happen. But you fantastic person, you're an inspiration to me and others like Pixel Juice. Because without you watching our content, you don't even have to toss a like or subscribe. Just watching it, knowing you're enjoying it or not enjoying it, but you are being entertained, is enough. You're an inspiration to people like me, and I thank you for that. I not only thank over 450 of my subscribers, but over 57,000 people on YouTube who have watched me, and over 1.2 million views on Google+. Thank you. To the entire world, we're going to make this planet better. We're going to help each other, regardless of the darkness. We are the light. You are an inspiration. You lead the way for others. Continue to do so. Check me out on thebrogamer.com if you don't mind, for all the latest and greatest that we have to offer. We're going into my little promo phase now, so if you don't like self-promotion, now would be the time to stop watching. Don't stop watching. Check me out on YouTube. If you feel like subscribing, I really do appreciate it. We are working our way up to 1,000. At 1,000, if we hit 1,000 in 30 days, by March 7th, 2017, I'm giving away an Oculus Rift. That's right, a $1,000 VR system. So smash that sub. And once we get this thing titled and branded and descripted and all that stuff, comment below. Let me know how you thought of the interview. Was it too long or too short? Were there questions you want answered? Maybe Pixel Juice will comment below too. You never know. But I am the Bro Gamer, and that was my 200th episode. I know I don't normally stream today, but I felt like making it official, different, and random. What can I say? I'm kinda weird. Yeah, kinda. Booyah, folks. Stay classy, and thank you for 200 episodes of the Bro Gamer. Here's to 200 more. Thanks, Drank, for all of this stuff. ladies and gentlemen, that was my 200th official episode. Thank you so very much for bearing with me through the blooper in the beginning and coming back to watch this again. What a fantastic group of guys, those Pixel Juice guys. And what a fantastic crew we have in the GCW, baby. GCW. 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 I love you all. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Friday Night Battlefield at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And everybody do not forget to head over to Shadows Alley's channel right now and set your reminder for tonight's Rated M for Mature Gamers After Dark. The Bro Gamer is out.